Exportation of agro commodities is very profitable business. Many people reach out to me on daily basis. They want to start exportation business, and for some reason I've not been able to answer people like that because exportation is capital intensive. If you're new here, you don't know the kind of person that I am, but some people who have been here for a long time, they know I don't sugarcoat, I don't lie in my videos. I try as much as possible to give you information that is maybe not 100% accurate, but enough to guide a beginner. So let me be frank with you. If you want to go into exportation on a commercial scale, on a, like you want to do business to business, you need a lot of capital. Now I want to introduce you to another route that you can actually start exporting your farm produce or any of the commodity you have in a smaller way. So this video is mainly to teach you how to start mini exportation business. Now, why do I target mini exportation? This one, you're doing business to customer, so you're supplying directly to final consumers of agro commodities in the UK. Now, some of these items I'll be listing here, you might not necessarily need to supply them to companies. For example, you can supply cashew nuts, roasted cashew nuts, to individuals. Companies don't buy roasted cashew nuts, they will buy the raw cashew nuts and process. You can supply crayfish to individuals. Those ones you are not supplying to companies. You can supply frozen soup. We have people now who cook frozen soup and send to the UK, US and many other parts of the world. Those kind of exportation are what I tag mini exportation business, and there are 5 steps for you to take that you can start that kind of business model. It will give you reasonable profit because it will increase your customer base, and many of our family members who are in the diaspora, they have more money to spend than some of the customers you have here in Nigeria. So you have customers within Nigeria that you can supply to, and then you also have customers abroad. So you're not neglecting the one you have in Nigeria. You're just increasing your customer base, your reach. You don't want to be limited to only those in Nigeria. So now, what are the challenges Nigerians in the diaspora face, or let me say Africans? The first thing is food. We all love our food. In Africa, in fact, Nigerians, we love our food. I was in Ghana. I spent like 3 days in Ghana. I couldn't get a Nigerian restaurant where I can eat Nigerian food, so it was difficult for me. I have to just manage their food. Not that their food was bad, but as Nigerians, we always prefer to eat our food. Now, some of us who are Nigerian, when even you come to Nigeria, some Nigerians prefer to eat Igbo food or Yoruba food, or they must ask for a restaurant within a city they go to that is cooking their own kind of soup. That is what they want to eat. It's only when we don't have that we can say, okay, just give me rice. So many Nigerians abroad are looking for Nigerian food. They want to eat Nigerian food. Now, this is where those of us who are vendors who are in Nigeria can tap. Those food, I've not been to the UK, but I have people who are in the UK who tell me that bulk of the food stores, African food store that you see there, are owned by Indians or people from the Pakistan. They are not even owned by Nigeria. And they also told me that many times, because they import this food, they are here in Nigeria, because I see many of them in Kano. So what they do is that they buy this food and send to those stores there, and sometimes those food can stay there for too long, and they will lose taste. For example, Gary, my friend was telling me that the Gary they are eating in UK is like chaff, sand. Most of it is not good. You're just eating it because you crave Gary, you want to eat Gary. So they prefer to buy fresh. They love to buy, okay, they fried this Gary last week, well dried. They prefer to order that kind of Gary than going to those stores to buy. It's only when there is no options then they can go to that store. So you as a beginner, if you can come in to serve that market, if you can come in to say, okay, I can supply you crayfish, I can supply you ogbono, I can supply you locust beans, I can supply you chili pepper, I can supply, there are many of them. I'll give you a list. If you have that kind of supply, you make good money, because bulk of those people will now patronize you. Another thing we have to look out for is that they want original taste, because I was chatting with some of my friends there in, I think in Canada. He was telling me that some of the yam they eat is not Nigerian yam, it's either Ghana yam or from another country. Many of them want to eat Nigerian yam. See, I don't know, it's God that created the earth that have done this way. For example, when it comes to rice, Benue rice is better than rice that comes from Kano in terms of taste. People who consume Benue rice know that this one is, the taste is different. Similar thing is applicable to yam. Benue yam tastes sweeter than yam from any other state within Nigeria. Similar thing is applicable to oranges. You can plant orange in a state that is not Benue state, but that orange will not taste like the orange that will come out from Benue state. It is just the soil that God has designed that way. So what I'm trying to say here is that some of this food that our family members are consuming in UK, US does not have the original taste. They want to buy from home directly. So those kind of people, it also show you that you who is a vendor in Nigeria, that market is open for you. And another thing I love about people in the diaspora is that they want to support small businesses at home. So they just want to patronize you, like for them they are supporting small businesses in Nigeria. So they can say, okay, send me crayfish 200,000, not because they cannot buy that crayfish in UK there, and not because the price in UK is too much per se, but they felt, okay, let me patronize this small business owner in my country as my way to support his business. So with these skills or with this kind of mindset that we have from our people in the UK, shows that the market is ripe for you, shows that you can tap into this market and make good money. I've listed a few commodities, or let me say items, that you can supply to people in the UK and make good money. Remember, we are discussing Mini-Exportation. This one, no matter how your capital is, you can supply. When you're doing B2B, the company can say, okay, supply us 5 container load of palm oil. Where can you see it? You don't even have the financial capacity to buy 1 container load. So but when it comes to Mini-Exportation, you can send 10 liters or 20 liters of palm oil. You can send 50 liters of palm oil to someone in the UK. So these are the kind of markets that I want you to target, and I promise, I'm going to show you 5 steps that you're going to take, so that by 2026 you'll be able to tap into exportation business. And like I said, you're just trying to add more to the people you have been servicing before. So not like you have not been into the business before, you're already selling within Nigeria, but you're looking at tapping into a bigger market or adding more customers to what you're doing before. Now, spices, some of the items that you can supply or export and make big money. Spices, we have dry food, we have food stuff like gari, yam, beans flour, yams flour, egusi, so many other items. Fish, we have snacks like chin chin, plantain chips, coconut chips. They buy it a lot. You'll be shocked, our Nigerians, they also buy indomie. This indomie that we have in Nigeria, they don't have the same indomie in the UK. It's Nigerians that buy and send to there. Personally, I've exported indomie, but not to the UK anyway. But I was surprised when I got that order. So what I'm trying to say is that there is no food, even the milk, the pig milk we eat in Nigeria, we still export it. I have someone who buys indomie, pig milk, almost all the food we consume in Nigeria, to South Africa. He told me that Nigerians still want to, even Fanta, Coke, the exact one we consume in Nigeria, they export. So but though my focus is on food, right? So now these are the, when it comes to spices, you have things like ginger powder, we have powder mix. I once had an order from someone in Dubai. He needed suya mix. You know this suya pepper that Aboki spray for us when you buy suya. He needed it at, he was telling me he needed like 100 kg of it, that he buys in large quantity, but he just want to start small with me so that we can, do you understand? So what I'm trying to say here is that there is no food you cannot export. If you're an Igbo person, all the traditional food that people love eating, your family abroad also want to eat it. I don't know some of their names, but I have some of my vendors that sell them abacha, what is it called, okazi leaf, or is it okazi soup, banga soup. So what they do with the, is it banga sauce or something, they pound the, what is it called, the pan kernel, you know, dry it. I have a lady in my community that dries it for export. We have many people who dry goat meat for export. We have many people who dried beef for export. So these are some of the commodities that even if you're a beginner, you should be looking at, okay, let me add value to this one and export. And another thing I want us to also look at is that you can, when it comes to spices, there is so much. I'm not a woman, so I might not be able to know some of the spices, but there is no spice that you're enjoying here in Nigeria that you cannot export. There is demand for it. How about plantain flour? There is demand for it. How about cassava starch? There is demand for it. Our families abroad, they need all these items. So now, without wasting much of your time, let me show you the 5 steps you should take if you want to start your mini exportation business in 2026 and be able to make big money from it. The first step you need to do or take is to build your online presence. I've watched some videos, so people tell you go online, search Nigerian restaurant in UK. You can do that, or New York, you can do that, but those restaurants will not just buy from you. They will come and check your online presence. When they click, you have never sold one item. In fact, your Facebook page don't even have a profile picture. You are not on Instagram, you are not on TikTok. No. So in 2026, start building that presence. Now when you build those presence, let me tell you what will happen. Those your families abroad, some of our loved ones, they will be the one that will reach out to you. I watch a lot of vendors on Instagram telling me, oh, we are exporting this also container load of crayfish. They are not sending crayfish to a company in UK. They don't need it there like that. They are sending that crayfish to their loved ones or people who saw it online. My friend Tiki export a lot of fish. Some of you who watch Tiki videos on Facebook, on Instagram, or even on my channel, Tiki export a lot of fish and makes a lot of money. Why is he doing so? I'm not sure Tiki have gone to the UK to say, okay, come and buy from me. He keep posting on Facebook, posting on Instagram. He have built online presence. So when people come to him, they trust him by default. They can afford to buy fish. You see Tiki packing orders 1.2 million, 4 million, 5 million, and those people are abroad and they pay the money. Last week Tiki was celebrating the visit of DHL to his farm. That is, he has been their steady customer. They come to the farm to thank him. So all the orders that Tiki have gotten are people or Nigerians that are based abroad. You watching me in this, you can also get those customers if you start building your online presence. Now the second step is that create trust. Now the trust is that you must show us videos, show us quality videos. If you're into packaging, or let me say processing of plantain flour, show us videos of you harvesting the plantain, you dehydrating, you blending it, and all the packaging. That is your building trust. Those are families abroad, they are watching you. Many of them reach out to me, they will tell me, Dennis, I've been watching you since 2017. Check 2017 to today. It's not 2 years. And when they reach out to me like that, they don't care, they will just send me money. Once I tell them this, they will say, okay, send account, I trust you. So you need to create trust, and the only way you can create trust that those people abroad can come and buy from you is by documenting your journey public. You can't hide anything here and be able to make money. If you're not a social media type in 2026, forget about making money. And there's nobody that cannot build presence on social media. It's not about age. You can be in your 70s. Your mates are also selling online. And if you are my generation, you have no excuse. If you are my age, say 30 years down, or 30 years to, let's say 40 down, and you're not selling online, you're just lazy. Nothing that you can tell me that will make me to pity you. You need to start building online presence. When people reach out to me and say, okay, billionaire farmer, help me to sell my fine produce, that is the first thing I ask. Are you on social media? They will tell me no. Immediately I'll fear you, because I don't know you. I don't know who is watching this video. I don't know who can reach out to me and say, okay, many people reach out to me that I ignore them because I don't know them. I first ask you, have you been selling within Nigeria, or do you have online presence? They will say no. I cannot patronize you. It's difficult. Except if I'm close to your street, then I can walk there and come and see you. But since I'm not in your street, it will be difficult for me to just patronize you like that. Right? So build your online presence. Now the next thing you need to do is to partner with logistic companies. You are not the one to pick that goods and supply to someone in the UK. No, your job is to partner with a company that is into exportation. Now many of these companies are around. I don't know them, but the one I know and I trust that I've also used to send product abroad is DHL. I'm making this advert free for them because they have been amazing. I've sent product to UK, US, Canada, Dubai, Australia using DHL. So DHL, they try as much as possible to have their offices scattered across Nigeria. So even if you don't have in your local government, if you go to the capital of your state, you must see DHL office. So you take that product there and give them. The person ordering these commodities abroad will pay. And some of our loved ones that are abroad, they even have family in Lagos. They can tell you, package this one, package and send to my family in Lagos or my loved one in Lagos. They will be the one to do the delivery. So there are a lot of companies within Lagos. Like in Kano, we have a lot of companies in Kano. Even in Makurdi, we have DHL and some other companies that are into exportation. So they are the one to handle export duties for you. So you're not using your license. You don't need any license, because if you want to export, anyway, we're not discussing that here, but when you're doing B2B, there are some countries, let's say Germany, if you want to export soya beans, they will tell you bring certificate to prove that is not what is called GMO. They want to know that it's not GMO. So you as a beginner, you will not even be able to get all those kind of certification. So but when you're doing this mini exportation, there is no need for that. DHL are the one to chase those kind of information. They will just verify that your product is pure, then you pay them money. Your client who is ordering will pay money, and they will deliver to them. Now the next step, which is the first step, is for you to start taking orders. Now how can you take these orders? They send money to, they reach out to you on maybe your WhatsApp, Instagram, send you DM, and before you know, they make payments. You supply to them. You supply the commodity to them. Now another thing you need to do, which is the fifth step, is proper packaging. See, you can't afford to package the way we sell within Nigeria. No, when you are exporting foodstuff, there is a kind of attention you need to pay to packaging. Packaging neatly. I helped one of my students to export egusi and I think there were two commodities, and the client, when she received she gave us a very bad review. The review was that the leader was tampered with, because we calculated everything was packaged accurately, but when she received in the UK, it was not complete. So therefore means the way she packaged it was not proper. Someone on the way can decide to tamper with those kind of things. So when you are exporting, it's not like you doing quality branding. That one is there, but the way you package it, you see all those vendors on social media, they tie what is it called, a lot of sellotape, tie it well, put it inside leather, put container, put inside carton, so that as they are sending it, maybe due to handling on the way, the product will not get bad. So if you are looking at going into exportation and you don't have capital to do B2B exportation kind of business, this video is a perfect way for you. It looks so simple that you might say, okay, this one is not the right way, but this is the accurate way that many people are exporting that you are not exporting. The first thing, start building your online presence. Our loved ones there, they have access to internet. They are not like we in Nigeria, that majority of us don't even know what is called TikTok. No, they know TikTok, they are on Facebook, they are on Instagram, and they want to buy original fresh Nigerian food. When they come on Instagram, they should see you. And I always tell vendors, when you're posting, indicate that you can also export. Many beginner vendors don't do that. They just post and we sold this one. Write it there that if we need it in UK, we can also sell. Remember, you by now you have spoken with logistic companies that are going to handle the order, either DHL or any company that is within your reach. Let them know that, okay, you sell this kind of food stuff, and if someone need, you can see. If you have a good relationship with those logistic companies, sometimes they even give you customer. Recently, one of my students sent Irish potato to me to appreciate me for helping them and all those things. And when my wife got to the park to pick the Irish potato, someone came there, one of the big man, all those our large people, they came. He was looking for, he asked the store people and say, I've been trying to buy Irish potato from Jos. Anytime I send money there, I will fall into the wrong hands. So I want people to give me a name of someone who has been sending Irish here, so that I can be buying from that person. What does that mean? The company picked their book and they were checking who sent Irish potato here, and they saw this lady and they gave the number to this guy. So this Hausa man is now buying Irish potato from that lady. The lady does not have to come, but because he had partnership with the logistic company, they brought a client for her. So why I'm saying is because if you partner with those companies, sometimes they will even be the ones that will bring client for you. So try as much as possible to have online presence. Please and please and please. This is the right way to start. Forget about sending people DM. They are scared of you. Be on social media. Build trust by showing them what you do. Share testimonial. Don't think if you run ads targeting people in the UK, they will buy from you. They are not stupid people. They will check and see that this channel was created yesterday. They will not buy. But if you have been consistent on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok for a long time, they will buy from you. There is no magic way about it. This is how you can start your mini exportation. Maybe you have a small garri processing factory. This is how to start. And some of them, before you know, they can buy from you and supply to other people. Business have start, because there are many people within their cycle in the UK that also need Nigerian food. They don't know who to trust. So if you fill that gap and one person from there buy for you, they can refer other Nigerians or other Africans that, look, this person is reliable, I bought from him, he supply quality. Before you know, your business will boom. Very simple as ABC. So this is how to start mini exportation business. If you have gotten value in this video, like the video, share this video, and please subscribe to this channel and stay connected. I remain Denison, your billionaire farmer.